Hey guys, Marcus and Stefan here from Across the Cage, here to talk to you about our social media.
Yeah, if you want to keep up to date with everything that involves the UFC, Bellator, One Championship, mixed martial arts in general, head over to our Instagram page at Across the Cage and our Facebook page at Across the Cage AU.
100%. Now, do we know anything really? Are we technical experts?
Probably not.
Probably not, no. Do you want to listen to us?
I do.
I do. Well, that's 2 listeners right there.
Bang.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
Who the fuck is that guy?
My balls are hot.
Hey, we're back, bro.
Hey, you're back.
We're both back.
I've been here.
Yeah, done nothing. Really done nothing.
Hey, bro, 0 posts. 0 posts for me.
Hey, man. You know what? Post last week?
Yeah.
Who was it?
That was all you. Bro.
Yeah, whilst holiday.
Balls deep in your holiday.
Yeah, that's right.
Balls deep in your holiday.
That's right.
You
that's
gave me
right.
a look there like I was going to say something else. Azing. Hey, bro, does it look like I have... You watch Game of Thrones?
What? No. No, I
Okay,
didn't.
no. Well, whatever that scale, iron scale, stone scale,
Yeah.
stonefish.
And we've just lost all of our non-Game of Thrones listeners, which is basically everyone.
Yeah, I know, because everyone
Basically.
hates it now.
Everyone.
Hey, yeah, bro, semen or glue? Or conjure glue?
I can't wait till we have video. Hey, video 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Very excited. But it's good to be back. Good to be back. Episode 28, bro.
28, hey.
Across the Cage.
Straight from the sunny beaches of Thailand to my childhood
To Mark's
bedroom.
bunk bed.
Yeah.
Mark's childhood bunk bed. It's crazy.
Same for me, Chief, bro. This isn't the way to go for me. No.
Well, in a couple of weeks' time, we'll have videos set up. We'll have a nice little studio set up going as well. Our
Yeah.
own personal studio, which is really exciting. But it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. Had a week off. Apologies for no episode last week. All of it's my fault because I was away on holidays in Thailand.
Some of us care about the podcast a bit more than others.
Yeah. Well, again, it's me because I was still posting whilst I was on holidays. Yeah, and Mark's got to look under his bed.
Oh.
Hey, man, you looking for the post you're supposed to post last week?
Nah, I thought I left food under there. Hey, bro, I'm getting lazy living here with my mum looking after me.
It's a random packet of
I
Cheetos.
no joke, was eating before and slid the plate under my bed.
That's all right.
Hey, bro, when am I 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, mentally.
Exactly. Mentally 12.
Mentally, got semen on my hands.
and it's
Every
your right one
12-year-old,
too.
yeah.
Your right hand too. Welcome. Big shit to talk about. So let's just get cracking. Actually, how are you, bro? You good?
Hey, man, I'm good. Let's continue.
You know what? Didn't ask me about how my holiday was. Didn't ask me how I was today. You know what?
No, okay, let's ask.
No, I don't want to know.
Now,
I don't want to tell you.
We want to know
Okay.
how many lady boys you hooked up with.
All right. How are we going? Overs, unders, over, under, 5.5. What do you reckon?
Over.
23 in total.
23?
No, you know what, bro? To be honest, I didn't even go to Patong Beach.
No, I didn't go. No, hey, that's why I went. They know me there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The Black Beast. They,
No, they don't. No, absolutely not. They don't.
they go with no money. Bro.
You know what's surprising over there, right? So we stayed up next to probably the top of the island. Stayed on a place called Moicano Beach. Beautiful resort there. About an hour and 15 away from Patong Beach. But the one thing that I noticed was that not only is everything cheap, everything's ridiculously cheap over there, but their minimum or their average wage over there is 300 baht. 300 baht. Now, convert that to Australian dollars, $15.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. But this is my point. That I actually had arguments with some pommies over there. We got along. I was always drunk.
Yeah.
I was in a perpetual drunk state. I mean, look, I took that Aussie dream to its max over there. But I had an argument with some of them where they're like, you know, they asked me, why do I tip?
Yeah.
Why did I tip so much?
Yeah.
And I said to him, I tip every time I was tipping, not to be a big cunt, but I was tipping like 100, 200 baht.
Yeah.
Each time, it's nothing to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Doesn't
you
make
could-
a dent.
Doesn't make a
Doesn't
dent.
make a dent.
Not in my Thailand little man bag, bro.
Yeah.
I had rocking that shit, cuz.
Yeah. What Fuchi?
Yeah. No. Just a dude. No, I actually had a good one. Oh, for Onitsuka Tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Oh, you mean Onitsuka
Yeah.
Lion?
Yeah,
Onitsuka Lion is what you
chimp.
had.
Just a chimp. Yeah, no, but like I was tipping over there every time. Like we went every day for like brunch, I'd guess you call it.
Yeah.
For a beer.
Yeah, because you wouldn't wake up after 2 o'clock.
Yeah, no, well,
before
no,
2
I
o'clock,
was still waking up like 7:30
At
every
night.
day. Yeah, I was still waking up 7:30 and going to bed at like 2 and 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
We're going hard, man.
Yeah.
If you don't stop drinking, don't get a hangover. So, like, anyway, we'd go to this one spot, and there was like a 14-year-old kid that was doing the beer sales.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. So we used to sit down, and he'd have the beer straight away,
Yeah.
like a large Chang beer, you know, the double beers,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
huge
Yeah,
ones.
huge ones. Yeah.
Or 700 mil, some
Yeah.
shit, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
So we would sit down, not have to order anything. He'd put it down there.
Yeah.
We'd go for like 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah.
And then have like fruit salad.
Beautiful.
Or without ordering.
Yeah.
It was just like a cool little experience. And I'm thinking, like you said, when we Googled that as well, the minimum wage was like 400, 300 baht.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bruh, if I'm just going to give this kid $20, again, I'm on holiday. I'm not going to be tipping $20 every day here in Australia. But
Well, we don't have a tipping culture here.
we don't. But over there, because I'm on holiday spend mode,
Yeah.
then that's the least I can do.
Yeah, that's right.
So then giving this kid his money, he was always so G'd, man,
Yeah.
to get that extra little bit of money. I'm sure other people are tipping him as well.
Yeah.
But like, again, 100 baht, that's already a quarter of your weekly pay.
Yeah, and it's 40 cents.
Yeah, it's nothing. Well, I think right now, I just looked, 23 baht to our dollar.
Yeah.
So, come on, it's not that much, man.
It's crazy.
$6? What is that? $6? I'll do the math right there.
For what?
For $5 would be 100 baht.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Roughly, it's around
or
that. Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway,
Crazy.
it's crazy how they live over there.
Yeah, and road rules don't apply over there.
No,
right?
not at all.
Can't believe there's a newborn baby on the back
And 4 other people.
and 4 other people on the back of a scooter.
Yeah, man. That's just how it is. It's people.
Different
that live
lifestyle,
like that.
man. Different lifestyle. But that's why I feel like a lot of the Muay Thai fighters come from there because they start so young and they're so strong-minded and tough. Like
Well,
that's
you
all.
gotta live-
That's imagine living in that environment.
Immigrant,
You have to survive.
Immigrant mentality.
Yeah.
Immigrant mentality.
Fucking Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
Fucking immigrant mentality.
Oh.
Stereopic.
You need someone needs to get good at that so we can do that on the podcast.
Fucking stereopic. Fucking. They gotta
Wake
get
up,
deeper.
cocksuckers.
Fucking wake up, cocksuckers.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, cocksuckers. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's just get. There's a lot to go into. There was a lot of fights over the weekend. Okay, without saying anything, what do you think was the most hyped up, spoken about fight over the weekend?
Oh man, Artem Lobov versus
Yes.
Paulie Malignaggi.
Yes. That's exactly how you pronounce his last
Yeah.
name too. Malignaggi.
Can't pronounce anything with an I and an L.
Yeah, that's right. Now, Paulie versus Artem.
My own last name.
What did you
has
think?
an I and L.
Going, I know.
I just realised.
Trinquali.
Gotta
Stupid.
get rid of the I and L.
I know, it's stupid. But going into this fight, what was your expectations?
Look, man, I'll be honest. This particular one, I didn't even do like a double take. It's just that Mousassi was gonna win.
No, what are you talking about?
What are you talking? Oh, we have that on the screen.
Bare Knuckle.
Oh, sorry. Well, confuse me.
Bare Knuckle.
Confuse me because I'm looking at the little face of him. See, if we had video, you make me look like an idiot right
Yeah.
now. If we had video,
Bare Knuckle.
Bare Knuckle. Oh,
I don't have it up. I don't have anything up about
Yeah.
Bare Knuckle.
there's nothing up because
No.
I just closed that whole window.
Oh my god.
Hey, Lord.
Hey, recover it right now on the fly. Now, while you're doing that, I'll talk about it because you clearly have no idea what you're talking about. What I'm talking about, what you're talking about, what anyone's talking about, right? Going into this bare knuckle fight, I already don't particularly like bare knuckle fighting. I think it's a little bit gruesome. But there was something that leading into this was a good lead up into this fight. And I think it was mainly stemmed from Paulie's side, but it wasn't necessarily directed at Artem. Yes, it was directed at Artem physically, but all this stuff wasn't directed at Artem. It was more so directed at the whole Conor McGregor thing. That's eating him up alive inside.
Yeah.
Eating him up alive inside. There's a couple of takeaways from the fight over the weekend. Before I get into the result, I think that the 5 2-minute rounds wasn't enough. I think there needed to be more rounds. especially for a main event. I think they need to incorporate something where if you're going to have 2-minute rounds, maybe have 10 or 8 even. I understand it's bare knuckle and it's gruesome, 10, but 8 or 10. Because we saw in this fight, Paulie kind of fought as if he was actually fighting a boxing fight. And it looked like the first couple of rounds, they were both feeling each other out. You know, I would have liked Artem to move forward and just put the pressure on him. And
he tried with the clinch.
Yeah, and he did. And he was like that was his game plan, and the ref pulled him away. So
I personally believe some money exchange hands there, is what I believe.
Man, you know what
because you watch the other fights with Beck Rawlings. Again, I've only seen main events. I haven't sat there and watched an entire event.
Yeah.
I've only watched main events. All the other bare knuckle fights that I saw, the clinch is a heavy part of that. Yeah. Chris Liebman's first knockout.
Yeah.
He rattled that guy up against.
Well, that's how Artem got in and cut Paulie was inside of a clinch. It was an uppercut, I believe, inside of the clinch. You know, I think that, and it's hard with bare knuckle. It's not like regular boxing where you've got that. Okay, it's a little bit of padding. It's still gonna feel. You still feel the power of a punch, but it's more than that. With these type of fighting, you know, every single punch that lands, you get wobbled.
Yeah. Every
single punch that lands, you get wobbled. Also, broken hands everywhere. Of course, Paulie was gonna break his hands in this fight. I think he was saying he broke it in the second, something like that. But I think what was nice about this, and it showed to attest to my point before, that all the stuff that Paulie was doing was wasn't towards Artem, was towards McGregor. Was after the fight, everything was all right. Everything was squashed. Everything was all good between him and Artem anyway.
Look, I'm not 100% if it's squashed. I think there would be a little bit of shit talking. I mean, Paulie went way too far with everything he was saying.
100%. And doing really.
Yeah, but it went too far because the amount of vitriol and shit he was spitting didn't match the amount, the purse.
Yeah.
The purse of what they were going to get individually.
Well, Paulie made somewhere, like I think he made 7 figures. He made over $1 million.
Oh, he made for the bare knuckle?
Yep.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I honestly believe they'll fight him for like $100,000.
Now, with all the hype, and you answered the question before of what you think was the most hyped fight over the weekend and what everyone was talking about, how many pay-per-view buys do you reckon that sold?
Not that many.
You don't reckon that sold many?
No.
How many do you reckon it sold?
Less than like 200,000.
That's good. For bare knuckle, that's good.
Yeah, but it's not on either of their levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did it do better than the UFC card on the weekend? You can bet your sweet ass.
Well, again, that one, who was the headline? The Korean Zombie versus
Moicano. Good fight.
Very good fight. Finished him.
Yes, very good fight.
We'll get into that in a sec. But, I know 200,000. Paulie Malignaggi has fought the best boxers in the world.
Well, that's why. That was the main draw.
Yeah.
Whatever they did leading up to it worked.
Artem Lobov has fought in the greatest MMA promotion.
Yes.
That we've seen.
Yes.
He's also headlined his own UFC fight nights.
Yes.
His last fight, he headlined, didn't he?
Yes.
Lobov, and he won by decision.
Jason Knight, yes.
Won by decision. No, not is that was the bare knuckle.
Yeah.
MMA.
I think he lost.
He lost that one, but he headlined it.
Yes.
As a UFC fight night, main event.
No, I don't think he headlined.
You sure?
Let's check. Let me check.
I know he has main evented.
Let's just bring up his record.
Hey, bro, undefeated.
Artem Lobov. Probably shouldn't whistle on a podcast, eh? It's a bit disrespect. Okay. Man, dicey record, huh? 13, 15.
A lot of decision losses though. I think all decisions.
So he headlined in 2017, got fight of the night bonus, but yeah, he fought
Cub
Swanson, main evented that.
Oh, okay, my bad.
And that's basically it. He hasn't really headlined anything else. Oh, he headlined back in 2011. Budo 3, Rogers versus Lobov. That's about it, yeah. That's about it. So this is probably the climax. This is probably the best bare knuckle event ever. Where does bare knuckle go from here?
Bringing in more fighters, man. Bringing in more UFC fighters. That's the way they're going to go. Mm-hmm. They're going to probably be promising more money straight up to the fighters.
Yeah, they have to.
And I can honestly see it have an impact on the UFC's on the UFC's ratings, especially up against on nights. I mean, how do they have pay-per-view? How do they have buys for last week? How does that work?
They've got they do have a pay-per-view model, so it would be available wherever you buy pay-per-view.
For last week?
Yeah.
For the Korean Zombie? Wasn't that a fight night?
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about...
No. So how does that work? How do they compare numbers between...
Oh, it would just be viewers. It would just be viewership.
Oh, okay.
You know, through the UFC app, ESPN,
how many
and all
people
that
are
stuff.
watching it elsewhere and stuff?
Oh, yeah. So
I think more eyes would still have been on...
Of course, illegally streaming stuff is going to be...
Stream snitch sharp.
Hashtag. Yeah.
You say it because I couldn't say it just then.
Hashtag, yeah, because he said, that's what he said. Anyway, I don't know what Bare Knuckle does from here. I think I agree with you. They need to get, I think they need to get, because what market are you trying to target? Are you trying to target the MMA fighters, or are you trying to target the boxing? Because boxing doesn't want anything to do with it.
They're targeting MMA fighters.
They have to, because that's the majority. Like you saw it in the main event, the crowd was booing Paulie.
Yeah.
And they were praising the GOAT.
The GOAT, and rightfully so.
Rightfully so, because he is the GOAT.
Look, the first time I watched that, I read it live for a live blog.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there reading that whole fight in a live blog.
Yeah. Not a lot happened. It was an uneventful main event.
Uneventful, and every single place I was reading it had Paulie winning every single round except the second last round.
It's crazy because
everywhere I went had Paulie winning.
He was fighting like a boxer. If a boxing judge was judging that fight, Paulie's won. Who are the judge? Where are the judges coming from? There's too much like wishy-washy stuff with Bare Knuckle.
Because they just woke up.
The rule set, it just isn't like it's not clear. It's not clear and precise. How are they being judged? You know, are they being judged like the UFC and mixed martial arts? You know, ring control. Are they applying pressure? Are they getting marked on defense? You know, all these things.
I really think that they should have, and not to stray too far off, go off on a tangent, but I really think like they should have just done not just bend like they should have been kicking as well.
It should be just bare knuckle fighting, not bare knuckle boxing.
It should just be bare knuckle. Yeah. It should just call it bare knuckle because you're not going to chuck pad. There's no pads on your feet anyway in the UFC.
That's right.
Just add the kicking. Just get rid of takedowns. But
yeah.
No takedowns and pure striking. So basically bare knuckle kickboxing.
Joe Rogan will fucking
jizz everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
You kind of think this is a really weird thought came into my head. I reckon he's got like a powerful shot.
I feel really uncomfortable.
Huh?
I feel really uncomfortable.
Look at him in the sauna shots where he's always in the sauna.
Yeah,
you look in, you tell me he wouldn't rip a hole in space and time. If he was
man,
just time shifts.
You know what, man? You know what? It's a weird thought to have. Firstly, weird thought to have.
Hey, I admit it as a weird thought.
Completely valid thought as well.
I've placed it on the table now.
Completely valid thought.
He just looks like he'd be powerful.
Yeah.
He looks like his wife would be like that hurt.
Like a bullet wound.
Like the eggs shatter.
Yeah, bullet wound.
When they're fertilized, some just break.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelette.
Nah.
And he goes on a run with his dog.
Nude.
And kills a fucking coyote and a cougar.
Just running nude through the hills of
just
LA with a bow,
and with
just
a
hanging
bow
around him.
and
Marshall
only having those vibro feet shoes on.
Yeah, with the toes.
Just but completely butt naked.
Yeah.
That's a clip right there.
Yeah.
That's gone straight to Instagram. That whole clip, Joe Rogan's
hilarious.
nut bust.
Joe Rogan's nut bust.
100%.
Oh, what have we become, bro? What have we become? All right. Well, that's Bare Knuckle done. There was a Bellator card. It was Bellator 223. Mousassi versus Lovato Jr. We'll start with the prelims. I won't go through everyone. The most notable fight on the prelims was our good friend out of, because there was a lot of prelim fights. It was like a whole nother card in the prelims. Where was he? James Gallagher. It was weird how they did over there.
Oh, think for it again.
Yes. So, James Gallagher defeated Jeremiah Labiano via decision. It was a dominant decision. It's good to see Gallagher getting back into the winning column. He in his post-fight interview, he said that he was considering quitting. He lost one fight. He considered quitting after that fight. But it's good to see him back. He's a star. I know a lot of people sort of turn around and think that he's copying McGregor, but I personally don't think so. I think when you look at a lot of the Irish. When you look at a lot of the Irish people, you think everyone in Ireland's copying McGregor, you know?
Oh, look, I get it.
They're two completely styles. They're two completely different.
He's never going to be able to outlive that, but
of course not.
That's it.
But he needs to run with it.
My point is that there are some ridiculous, see, the way you say that, I get that about some people who are ignorant to the world. Like, they haven't met... I meet Irish people every day of my life.
Yeah.
Because of working on a job site.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all the labourers are Irish. There's some Irish sparkies. You know, like, I don't think any of them sound like Conor McGregor. But you look at some of those comparison videos, man, and you get, like, a little bit. Like, maybe he does it subconsciously. The way he does the strut sometimes.
He doesn't do the strut.
There's videos... Go look at this comparison video.
Yeah.
Not in the cage. I'm saying that backstage, doing his things with the headphones on, walking through, does the strut.
Yeah.
There are times where he does that. Like, what are the odds of you having the near exact same laugh of Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Like, he leans his head back and does, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
McGregor has a very unique laugh.
Yeah.
What are the odds of exactly having the same laugh? And doing...
But how do you manifest a laugh, though?
He's putting it on.
How do you manifest a laugh by? How can you put a laugh on? That's a natural reaction.
No, because whatever he's looking at is not actually that funny. He's just he's making that laugh up.
Mm.
I personally believe that he's biting a bit of McGregor's style. Like, he really wants to.
He's inspired by it? You think he's inspired?
Yeah, I'm sure
you can see how far it's taken McGregor.
I'm inspired. You're inspired by him. McGregor is one of the most inspirational people
100%.
to step into a combat fighting
100%.
Situation. I look up to him all the time.
Me too.
The dude's business ventures alone. I mean, let's remove the fact that we're obsessed with combat sports.
Yes. Which,
again, one of the best fighters to ever exist.
Mm-hmm.
But the dude's business ventures, he came from nothing.
Yes.
And from all accounts, he literally does everything himself.
Yeah.
He goes to all his own business meetings.
Yep.
I read so many articles about how with the whole Proper 12 and the August McGregor and all that, he's hands on with all that shit.
Yes.
To the last detail, and you don't get that a lot.
No.
You know. And he's done that now with the money that he got from the Mayweather fight. And he fought and put his body on the line just to build an empire. I'm sure deep down McGregor would think, but I'm probably not going to win this fight. You know?
Yeah, but he knew what was going to come from it.
Exactly.
You know, he started a multi-million-dollar business off of that fight.
Exactly. So I'm sure in his head, like, again, I'm like, look, could I do this if I catch him?
Yeah.
If I catch him in these early rounds, there's a good chance I could knock him out. But he knew he couldn't lose. It's a win-win for that at the end of the day.
Of course.
So...
Of course.
Anyway, my point is, a lot of people idolize him. I just feel like he's never going to outgrow it. Unless he changes up.
Definitely not.
But if you're right and he's not really, biting any of McGregor's style, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
If this is just him being genuine, it's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. Yeah. It is unfortunate. But like I said before, it's good to see him back in the winning column. It's good to see him fighting and inspired.
Ever.
I don't want to see him.
Except Michael Chiesa.
I don't want to. Yes. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him fighting in Bellator. To be honest with you, I don't want to see. He's a young talent. He deserves to be fighting in the UFC. I think.
But he's probably getting paid more. Yeah, he is.
At Bellator.
Yeah, Bellator. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the prelim fighters make more at Bellator
than what they do at the UFC. Yeah, fair enough. All right, Paul Daly versus Eric Silva. Paul Daly won via decision. There was a nasty head kick. I believe that Paul. I think this was this fight. Paul Daly threw. I think it was either that one. No, I think it was Melvin Manhoof. That's what it was. Melvin Manhoof. There was a ridiculous head kick, but nonetheless, Paul Daly getting the victory here. Then you had Aaron Chalmers. Aaron Chalmers is back. Defeated Fred Freeman via. I think Aaron Chalmers went up in weight. He won via decision. He won via submission. It was a catch weight. It was a catch weight fight.
Hey man, people sleep on this dude.
You know what? He's got an impressive record now, 5-1.
I hate Geordie Shaw with every inch of my being.
I don't. I enjoy it.
I hate you for enjoying it.
Hey, you know what I'm in? You know what I'm into right now?
What?
Love Island UK. Unbelievable. Hey,
wrap it up.
Wrap
it up.
Thanks
guys for joining us for 28 episodes.
Tyson Fury's brother's on there.
Yep, couldn't care less.
He's a boxer.
I hate all that stuff.
No, well, I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
I hate
anyway.
all that. Anyway, my point is, people slept on this guy.
Yes.
He got so much shit just because he's from Geordie Shore.
Yep.
Hey, I
Successful.
don't watch it. He has been finishing people in style, man.
Successful.
And I think everyone sleeps on him that goes to fight him. And now they're gonna have to have that respect when you walk in there with him.
Yep.
And they're gonna have to be careful. He submitted what? We don't need to look at it right now, but I'm sure he has already 3 submission wins on him.
Yeah, he does.
So and a knockout.
And a knockout.
Man, look, I hope to see him in the UFC. CM Punk versus him.
No, CM Punk, no chance. CM Punk, no chance. Melvin Manhoof defeating Kent Kapanen via decision. And then the main event.
So I can just say quickly, they should have done Aaron Chalmers versus CM Punk first fight.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
Both first fights.
Yeah, that would have been sick.
You know what I mean?
That would have been sick.
Would've
CM
been
Punk
so
would have been
good.
finished. It would
Do you
have.
remember that first spinning back kick that CM Punk to open that fight? Like that was going to do anything?
There was nothing happening in that first fight. Nothing happening.
Continue.
Yeah. Gegard Mousassi defeating. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Gegard Mousassi taking on Rafael Lovato Jr. Lovato Jr. coming in with the unexpected decision victory. I think the only way that Lovato Jr. was going to win this fight was just the grappling, and he utilized the grappling. You know, Mousassi hands down won everything on the feet, but wasn't able to avoid the takedowns and the grappling of Lovato Jr. And that's what ultimately got him the victory. It reminded me so much of Cejudo versus DJ in the sense that Cejudo did the things that he needed to do to try and win that fight. You know, again, that was a closer fight. That was a much closer fight. But the example of there was only one way he was going to win that, and that was with
100%.
grappling. There was only one way that Cejudo was going to win was with takedowns, and Cejudo, you know, that's what ultimately got Cejudo the win. This is what got Lovato Jr. the win here. Look, Mousassi is one of the, if not the greatest middleweight of all time.
Yeah.
What happens here? Does he go for a? Does he go and try and get his title back? Does he go up and weight? You know.
Well, I mean, they're talking to him about that. He said he wasn't interested unless there's a big payday that's going to come with it.
Yeah.
Now he doesn't have that. What do you call it? That opportunity.
Yeah.
To do so.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. He let Rafael up in the fourth. Yeah.
Yes.
He dropped him.
Yes.
And let him up in the fourth.
Stupid.
Could have ended that right there.
Yep. Stupid decision. But yeah, me personally, I'd love to see Mousassi back in the UFC.
Yep. Perfect timing for it.
Yes.
Bring him in.
Yes. Return to that stacked middleweight division.
Yeah. Oh man. Feed him first. Feed him to someone. Sorry, feed someone to him.
Yes. Let's just hope he doesn't lose.
No.
And then there was the UFC event on the weekend. UFC Fight Night, Moicano versus the Korean Zombinho. We can run through the whole card, I guess. There was only 11 fights on this card, so it was pretty slow. Or not slow, it was more, there wasn't much happening. Deron win, his UFC debut. Last time we saw Deron win, he was
UFC content.
No, he was on the undercard of Tito versus Liddell. He was on that fight. That was the last time he fought. UFC picked him up after that fight. He trains out of AKA with DC and Khabib and whatever. Dominant victory. Really, really small, really short for the middleweight division. But I'm excited to see what happens with him. He won via decision. Dominant victory against Eric Spicely, which is no hard task either. But it's good to see him in the UFC. He looks good. He's gonna make some exciting matchups for the middleweight division there. Ariane Lipski. This is the second fight that she's lost. Unfortunate, she lost against Molly McCann. She came with a lot of steam and a lot of hype. She was a world champion kickboxer, and she couldn't pull it off. Unfortunately, lost via decision to Molly McCann. Now, is this the quickest knockout in history of the UFC?
It's tied.
Rosenstruik absolutely put Alan Crowder to sleep in 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Now, what I did say, Rosenstruck was going to win via knockout.
So, but they've been saying 9 seconds tied. Is it 8 or 9? Because 8 will make it the fastest knockout of all time.
We're going off what the UFC website
I'm just
says.
the UFC Instagram said 9 seconds.
Yeah, they did.
That's why I tied it with a lot. Well, what was the other one? I forget. But what was McGregor's finish?
13
seconds.
McGregor
That's the fastest championship ever.
Yes, and McGregor was trying to get that changed to 9 seconds. To be the fastest. If that's 8, it's the fastest knockout in UFC history. It's ridiculous. 8 seconds is a joke. Luis Pena defeated Matt Wyman via TKO. Again, this is probably the best we've seen Luis Pena. He looked very, very good. Matt Wyman off a 4-year layoff. I mean, I don't know what to say about Matt Wyman. I mean, he's probably at the back end of his career. With 4 years off, it's tough to come up against a young, hungry fighter like Luis Pena.
Violent Bob Ross.
But it's good to see Violent Bob Ross, a couple of victories in a row now. So it's good to see him jump up the rankings. Hopefully he can fight somebody in that top 15 and get ranked. Then you had Ashley Yoda defeating Suri Kondo via decision. Dan Ige defeating Kevin Aguilar via decision. Now, I thought Aguilar, to be honest with you, Aguilar was going to get the win here. And I thought he was going to win. I thought there was going to be a finish in this fight.
Yeah. In
total. But Dan Ige dropped Kevin Aguilar, I think, twice in this fight and got the win there via decision. Main card. Kevin Holland defeated Alessio Di Chiricho via decision. Andrew Lee defeating Montana De La Rosa via decision. This surprised me.
At all. I thought Montana was going to come in.
This surprised me. I know Andrea Lee was going through some domestic violence stuff as well. So it's good to see her, bounce back from all that sort of stuff to get a victory.
Was she the chick her husband's got the Nazi tats?
I believe so. Yes.
Crazy.
Yes. Sad for Montana. She did look promising in her last fight against Nadia Kassem. But nonetheless, Andrea got the victory. Andre Ewell defeated Anderson Dos Santos via decision. Randy Brown defeated Brian Barberena via TKO in the third. And then the main event, Mr. Korean Zombie defeating Renato Moicano via knockout in 57 seconds of the first. Chan Sung Jung. When you look at the rankings, I would assume now that Chan Sung Jung jumps up to 5 because I think that's where Moicano was. I think Moicano was 5. Let's just check it. Here we go. Goes up to 6. So this is updated. This is updated rankings now. So Volkanovski 1, Ortega 2, Aldo 3, Edgar 4. Zabit's gone up 1 to 5. Korean Zombie's gone to number 6. Yair's number 7. Jamie Stevens has dropped to 8. Moicano's dropped to 9. And Josh Emmett has dropped to 10. When you look at matchups, they're targeting Ortega and Zabit. Edgar's taking on Max for the title. That leaves Volkanovski in the wind and Jose Aldo. Now, Jose Aldo's obviously already fought Volkanovski and lost. That's why Volkanovski's number 1. Do you pretend? I know, and Jose as well has just signed on an 8-fight deal. So again, he doesn't have to fight all those 8 fights. It just means that if he's going to fight, he's going to be fighting in the UFC. So that's a potential matchup for the Korean Zombie taking on Jose Aldo. What do you think?
Man,
could he potentially take on Volkanovski?
No, I don't think so. I mean, Volkanovski should just stay healthy for his title fight.
I think so too. I know he's in Thailand at the moment. In a fake camp, preparing him just in case somebody drops out of this.
Yeah,
fight.
Exactly. So I think for sure he should just stay healthy for that. Wait for it. Hopefully that fight ends quickly. The champ, and that he can get his shot within the year.
Yep.
I mean, when's that fight scheduled?
The Max fight?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I think...
Just Google it real quick.
I'm pretty sure it's coming up. Here we go.
Sorry, guys. Stefan hasn't used a computer before.
What's this? What is this computer? What is this? What is this computer? That's the event results. I probably should have just done what you said.
What would have happened had you just Googled it?
I probably should have just done what...
Oh, about to have a domestic live on thing.
Yep. Yeah, we are. Max...
Does anyone type slower?
Holloway. Max Holloway. Here we go. And his fight isn't there yet.
You just type in Max Holloway next fight.
Oh, yeah, next fight. But what is this goggle?
Oh my god.
Next fight. I'm typing with my hand, bro. Leave me alone. Frankie Edgar, UFC 240, 28th of July.
Yeah,
so the end of next
You
month.
can have this fight by the end of the year. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how many fucking months?
Yeah, so he should just hang tight.
Hang tight, man.
Hang tight.
Hang 10.
Yeah.
As they say in Hawaii.
Hang 10. Hang 10, bruv.
Hang 10, bruv.
And then chuck up some shuckers.
Turn shuckers. I need some spam and eggs.
What?
They eat
Spam and eggs.
They eat spam every
Have
day.
you eaten spam before?
I love spam.
Delicious.
Actually. Yeah.
Delicious. So good.
What is it? No one knows. Mystery meat.
Yeah, mystery meat.
Mystery
Double M mystery meat. Do I put it on toast? Of course I do.
Yeah. You eat it?
Yeah.
Ah.
Delicious. Delicious, bro. I love
Welcome
it.
to the hood.
Yeah, I know.
I grew up with the
You know what? The macros of it too, decent.
terrible bullshit. It's all fat
And
and salt.
It's all fat and salt.
That's all it is.
Horrible.
Look, Chen Sun Jung, I can see him. I don't know who he's gonna fight next. I'll be honest with you. But again, it's proven that he deserves to be in this elite status of people.
Yeah.
In the top 8, top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't remember for sure, but who was gonna win that on decision? The
Which?
Yi versus.
Yeah, he was going to win
He
that.
was gonna win that,
Yeah.
in the end? Okay.
He did.
He knocked him out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was gonna? What was he gonna win via decision? The knockout happened at 44.
Yeah, right at the
4
end.
minute,
Yeah.
59 seconds.
Yeah. Actually, sorry. I think that
The Korean Zombie was close to
yeah,
winning that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I want to, that's why in my mind I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
He just went in for that
They
last.
could fight again. I'd like
Yeah.
to see them fight again.
I could 100%, and bringing the eyeballs will be on that fight for sure.
Yes,
man.
yes, because they're expecting a big knockout. Won't happen. Go to
Looks
decision.
good. It's, it's also good, man. He's on the forefront of putting Korean fighters on the map.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Super Korean boy. What's his name?
Who?
The other fighter. His name's Super or something.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Du Hoi Choi?
Du Hoi Chong.
Choi, I think.
Du Hoi Choi. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Du Hoi Choi.
No, Choi. CHIO.
Oh. Du Hoi.
Terrible today.
No.
No.
Let's just put in. Let's
It's
put in.
Korean Superboy. That's literally what it is. Korean Superboy.
Korean Superboy.
Superman and Superboy. Just put in. There you go. See? Click it.
Oh, because he fought Cub Swanson last time.
Cho Do Ho.
Cho Do Ho.
Yeah. So
I meant racist.
what?
You.
What did I say?
You said his name wrong.
Yeah, but what did I say?
I don't know.
It was close, wasn't it?
No.
I said Do Ho Cho. That's just the wrong way around.
Yeah, that's right. Racist. Wrong way around. So he lost it. He got knocked out by Jeremy Stevens in his last fight.
Yeah.
And he lost the one before that against Cub Swanson. But before that, he went on a tear.
Yeah, absolute tear. And I honestly feel like, okay, the Club Swanson one, I don't believe was unanimous.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
so. either.
my personal opinion. I remember that fight.
Fight of the night, fight of the night, and fight of the year.
Yeah, I am. That's the one where he put on immense heart, bro, taking those shots left and right.
Yeah.
That's him when he showed his fucking chin.
And then he had
His
2
issue
years off. Was he away in?
Yeah, so this is the thing. Now I was gonna say the reason I say he's one of it's really just Korean Zombie left is he's serving in the Korean military right now. He has to. The Jeremy Stevens one, I really felt like he could have beat Jeremy Stevens. He has the skills to do so.
Yes.
But, bro, I really feel like that time, we won't go too far off again, sorry, but do you remember the build up to that fight at all?
For which one?
There's Jeremy Stevens versus Korean Superboy.
Oh, vaguely.
Well, the big lead up to it was because it's after the Club Swanson fight. So everyone's like, man, you're not going to be able to rock him. You're not going to be able to rock him.
you're
And then
right.
I think it got into Korean Superboy's head.
Yeah, you're right.
And
you're
he's
right.
like, bro, I'm just going to keep my chin out there.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
keep the courage. And then he came up against Lil Heathen.
Yeah.
And that's
Lil
what he
Heave. You come against Lil Heave.
Lil Heathen.
Little
And he got rocked. He got
Worst
knocked out,
nickname
bro.
ever, Little Haven.
Hey,
Worst
man.
nickname. Worst nickname. Who the fuck is that? Just quickly, we're going off little mini tangents. Did you see the pound for pounds? McGregor dropped down to 10, and for no reason, Stipe went up to 9. McGregor dropped down to 10, and Whittaker dropped down to 11.
Yeah. Well, look, both of them I agree. I love Whittaker, but hey, man, he hasn't been active for a while. He's got to fight more.
Why is DC 1?
Because he is a 2-time champ, beats everyone.
Yep. What about John Jones?
John Jones, not double champ.
Well, that's probably I think that's probably the only reason. That's the only reason. Anyway, let's just tie in all of that and bring it back to some current news. Current news, trending news, current news, trending news. The intro gets me every time, bro. Every single time that intro gets me. I love it. I love having little intros. You reckon we should have a video package? No.
I reckon we
Absolutely.
should do, like... so I'm laughing at my own
Yeah.
ideas. We should do it if we're on video where when it cuts back to us,
Yeah.
you do the chair spin.
Yeah.
And then walk it.
Yeah.
You do that.
Or, you know what we should have? Like props, like just a suit.
100%.
Just for that segment, just props with
Yeah.
the suit.
Where is
jacket.
this going, this podcast?
No idea.
Nowhere.
No, yeah.
Nowhere.
Absolutely.
Nowhere.
For now, absolutely nowhere. Piggybacking off the whole bare knuckle stuff. What is it? Lost it again. Beautiful. So apparently McGregor sent a message out to Lobov before the fight. And this is the quote. I just wanted to briefly say this because I thought it was cool. I spoke to Conor and he said it was a good performance. This is after the fight. I spoke to Conor. He said that was a good performance. I dominated the fight. I pressed the action all the time. And he said it was a very good performance and a great win for me. Which it is. Because now Lobov, nobody's a loser in this thing at the end of the day. Lobov's stocks go up. And as a community, in an MMA community, a fighting community, we respect him even more for even taking this fight against Malignaggi, right? But there was something that he said before that now I can't bloody find it, which is ridiculous. But anyway, doesn't matter. Let's just scrap that altogether. This is what I found interesting. Henry Cejudo calls out Vasily Lomachenko. Why?
Because it's what he does, bro. He's got the eyes on him now. There's just zero chance he can win this in a boxing match.
Crazy. So this is after the bare knuckle fight on the weekend. He's tweeted out, Artem Lobov, 13-15 in MMA, former UFC fighter, wins by unanimous victory over Paulie Malignaggi, 36-8 boxing, former world champion. What do you think an Olympic and UFC champ would do to boxing's Vasily Lomachenko? Now, there was videos coming out as well of Lomachenko hitting the bags, doing some kicks.
Kicks, man.
Hey, man, looked good too.
Well, look, he would never step into the octagon because of the takedowns.
Nah.
But the simple
Against a wrestler like Cejudo, come on.
simple fact is, man, you just have no chance.
And then Lomachenko replied, this is how it will be, and it was a video of punches and stuff. And then Cejudo replied back with, we all know what happened the last time you fought a Mexican warrior, whose hand got raised again.
Bend the knee.
Bend the knee. Fucking understand me. Bend the knee. I'll bend your neck, bro.
Try it. You can't bend it because too much gold around it.
Did I ask you this question last time?
What?
If you think you could take down Cejudo? Did I ask you this question on the last podcast?
Yeah, I think you did.
I'm not going to ask you again.
Yes.
So this is pretty big news for MMA in general. So there was news coming out that France set to legalize MMA in January next year, which is going to be good for Francis Ngannou. So you don't have to travel. You can have a home field advantage for once.
It sounded like you said Francis and
Ah, it's Francis Ngannou's. It's Francis Ngannou.
like he just got something called an Ngannou. Release the Ngannou. Oui.
Release the Ngannou.
Man.
Here we go. UFC welcomes today's announcement by the Ministry of Sports, which is the first step in officially recognizing MMA and integrating the sport into the French sports ecosystem. We will closely follow the progress of the consultation period and pay particular attention to the respect of the integrity of MMA and preservation of its rules by the host federation. We put our global MMA expertise at the disposal of the authorities to make this process a collective construction. So it's good. It's good. I think to note French fighters, I think Francis is one of them, and the only other one that I can think of is OSP? He's not French, is he?
Of his same period. Nah, I think he might be. He's just from probably a place where France is colonized. To be like 100% honest with you.
like French Polynesia.
Yeah, and I mean like parts of the Caribbean and stuff like that. They end up having names like that. Even Louisiana in America.
Or Canada.
Yeah, he's from Miami, Florida. So his name should be Juan.
Yeah, but he doesn't walk out. He doesn't walk out to
Maybe Cameroon as well.
Oh, he's from Haiti.
Haiti, there you go. The French were in Haiti.
Yeah, see? So I wasn't completely wrong.
No, not
I mean,
at all.
I was completely wrong, but I wasn't completely wrong, if that makes sense. Yeah, to Haitian immigrant parents. This, there you go.
Man, look, it's big, man. The more countries that adopt it, better for everyone.
I completely agree. We mentioned it before. Jose Aldo signs a new multi-year UFC deal, which is good for that. Again, I don't know what's left for Jose unless he goes up in weight. I would love to see him. I would love to see him 155.
Yes.
Do you reckon he could go down? No, too skinny. Too skinny.
He's getting old.
Yeah, true. There were some fight announcements as well.
That was good. That was good. So, I mean, had you had video on there, that was perfect. Because there's some fight announcements, and you had the picture of BJ Penn fighting.
We'll get into that in a sec. So with the UFC Newark is a fight card that's coming up, I believe, on August 3rd, and there was a long list of fights here, but the most notable ones on this card was Jordan Espinosa versus Matt Schnell, Antonina Shevchenko versus Lucy Pudilova, which is obviously Valentina's sister.
Yep.
And then you've got Volkan Ozdemir and Ilia Latifi. It's been rescheduled for this one. Jim Miller taking on Clay Guida. Can you believe that they've never fought? Ridiculous,
exactly right.
Ridiculous. And there was
Clay Guida coming off a win against who?
BJ Penn.
BJ Penn, yeah.
BJ Penn. That was his last fight against BJ Penn. And yeah, so that happens August 3rd. August 3rd, that one happens. Then we go to UFC Vancouver. Glover Teixeira versus Nikita Krylov has been announced for that card, and that card's happening September 14th. One awesome fighter, this one, it makes me very excited, is it this fight? Is it in Vancouver? Yeah, it is in Vancouver. Jimmy Crute.
I was just about to say Jimmy Crute versus Kirkov.
Yes.
Kirkonov.
Man, can't wait to see that fight. This will put. I'm predicting in this fight that this is going to put Jimmy Crute even further on the map.
Jimmy Crute finish him.
I believe so. There's a quick turnaround for Kirkonov. So I reckon that Jimmy Crute gets this one done, and I'm rooting for Jimmy Crute. Come on, champ! Do it for them Anzacs. Do it for them Anzacs. So yeah, Glover Teixeira and Nikita Krylov will be on this fight card as well. And then you have what's it called? Antonio Carlos Jr. versus Uriah Hall, and David Branch versus Andrew Sanchez. And also Marcin Tybura versus Augusto Sakai on this card as well. All right, BJ Penn. Stupid. So just for some background information, it's Wednesday today, the 26th of June. Mr. BJ Penn is supposed to be in our shores tomorrow. He's doing a couple of little visits and stuff for the UFC gyms here. But news came out today that he was in an altercation with a bouncer at a strip club, which is relatively funny. Can we play the video? All you can hear the audio.
Well, I mean, what would the audio do for people there?
You can hear what they're saying because they are saying BJ.
I'm not sure if we can play because it's owned by TMZ Sports.
Yeah, true. Anyway, it's basically BJ Penn on top of this bouncer. He's not really doing anything. He's kind of just holding top position. Now this is in the space of 2 months. BJ Penn's lost 2 fights. It was funny you said it to me today. He's like, BJ Penn still lost his fight. Sad to see, man. Sad to see. He must have been drunk or intoxicated or something. He lost by decision. Yeah, it was funny because there was another random dude that just came on top of him and started jabbing him in the face.
Yeah, good.
It's just weird, man.
You can have that CTE vibe.
But you know what? Even in interviews and stuff that you see him talking, he just doesn't seem like he just seems like he's spaced out.
Yeah. I 100% believe he's got some...
Okay, you understand that he's from Hawaii, and you understand that he is so relaxed, but also, in his interviews, too relaxed. Too much. Yeah. Too much relaxing. Too much spaced out. too much
Like
space
people
there.
saying when Max Holloway had that scare.
Yes.
Man, he came on. He relaxed before this fight.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. BJ
Max
Penn.
Holloway, have you been training? We're just relaxed.
Yeah.
What? CTE.
But BJ Penn was just on another level. But anyway, we hope he's okay. We hope to see him make it to Sydney safely.
Yeah. Next minute fighting someone here.
Yeah.
Don't
It
do
won't
that.
last. Won't
Don't
last
do
year.
that.
Won't last year.
Big Junior gets you in a hold.
Oh, bro, what are you looking at?
Yeah, I know. Hey, one too many, huh?
Oh, you had 1 or 2 minutes of drunk.
Tus.
Yeah. But when you compare the what's it called, the bouncers here to the bouncer in the video, completely different. Completely different. Just basic for all our foreign fans. Just imagine it. Tai Tuivasa. Oh no, sorry. Just imagine Francis Ngannou times 3 at every bar.
Every bar.
Now, could I take him? Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely
ankle
not.
pick.
Ankle pick. Wait, bro, what are you doing? Don't touch my shoes, docs. In terms of news, that's pretty much it, eh? That's pretty much it. There's nothing else to talk about in terms of news. We do have fights coming up this weekend. I'm really excited. Are you excited?
No.
Why?
Not at all.
Why?
Not at all. I don't want to. I don't like the UFC. I've lied for 28 episodes. I just sit here just to talk. No one else will listen. I'm kidding.
I'm excited, man. Ngannou versus Dos Santos.
Said this before. JDS favorite heavyweight of all time.
Yeah, he's done.
He's my
done it all.
favorite. He's my favorite heavyweight of all time. That's probably a little bit next to Stipe Miocic, but
pretty decent fight card. The co-main gets me excited as well. The co-main being Jussier
is this
Formiga
the guy
versus
with the terrible laugh?
yeah. No, he went yeah New York. That guy. So Jussier Formiga versus Joseph Benavidez. Really exciting, man. This will be a title eliminator for sure. That's if Cejudo.
Joseph Slim.
Yes, Joseph Slim Shady Benavidez.
Yeah, right.
This has to be a title eliminator if
Yeah.
if Cejudo drops down to defend the belt. Oh no, not drops down. Well, he does drop down because he's holding holding the belt in the other weight class. Eric Anders is fighting on the prelims against Vinicius Castro. But I guess this card is being held up by the. I mean, that's a good fight too, man. Damian Maia versus Rocco Martin.
Anytime Damian Maia steps into the octagon is a good time.
Yes. Just make sure you just don't let him jump on your back.
No, not at all. Because he finish you.
Because you finish. Yeah, he'll backpack you. Backpack you. Roosevelt Roberts. That's a weird. It shouldn't be say a weird name, but it's an unusual name to be called Roosevelt.
No, not at all.
Really?
Yeah. Theodore Roosevelt.
That's his last
President of the
name.
United States.
Yeah, but that's his last name.
President of the United
Yeah,
States.
Roosevelt's last name.
Hey.
Roosevelt's last name.
Hey. Get out of my country. Alright?
What?
What? I was going to lean into a big thing about MAGA.
Hey man, pick one.
Make America great.
Pick one. Marco Polo Reyes.
I thought it was Marco Polo.
MP, bruv. You want to go Marco Polo?
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Marco Polo.
Marco Polo.
That's for our international listeners. That's a Sunday day
Drinking.
Day club.
Now, hey.
Called Marco Polo.
Hey. Now, have I been there after 2 days of drinking in the city on a Sunday? Ask me, have I been there? I've been there.
Have you been there?
Yeah. Did my kidneys hurt by 10 p.m. that night after drinking for 3 nights?
You know what's an underrated drink there? Long Island iced teas.
All the time. $20 back.
Yeah, $20 per pop.
Was I spending $1,000 over a weekend? You fucking betcha. Do I have irreparable kidney and liver damage from those weekends?
Do you have kidneys?
Just a big beep machine, dialysis. I'm on 24-hour dialysis. It's terrible to do that at work. Have to carry it up a ladder.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I have extension cords.
You need to get one of those
dialysis.
backpacks and put in the backpack.
Just dialysis. Have you invented that? Because that would save a lot of people a lot of time.
I'm sure they've have them.
Dialysis, bro, it's a huge machine.
You put in the backpack.
Just Damian Maia holds it for you.
Oh, yeah, the Damian Maia. Dialysis Maia.
Dialysis Maia.
The dialysis
Stupid.
Maia. It is
Saves
stupid.
one person at a time.
It is stupid. All right, that's it. What do you think? What do you predict main event? Francis Ngannou versus Junior Dos Santos. What do you predict happens, and then what do you think happens for the winner?
Junior Dos Santos, I think, honestly, is going to outpace him.
Whoa.
Look, Ngannou's just a wild card. He's good and he's getting better. He's young.
He's the scariest heavyweight right now.
No,
bro.
I don't think so.
Are you serious?
I was actually want to bring this up.
Are you serious?
Listen. I want to bring this up. We don't want to.
Homer.
We don't want to drag this podcast out, like this episode out, any longer. Maybe the whole podcast. I don't want to drag this out. It's finished. 2 viewers. I'm done. Look, I don't want to drag this out any too much longer. But my point is, do you remember? We hadn't started the podcast at this point, but I remember talking to you at that time and geeing up for it. Do you remember did you get the butterflies as well when Ngannou stepped into the octagon with Stipe? I mean, you're a Stipe fan.
Yes.
I was shitting it. That build up.
Yeah, me too.
Stipe.
Yeah, I was scared. I was scared for Stipe because I thought that Ngannou within a minute of that fight was going to knock him clean out.
I believe the first 3 rounds I could not relax.
The only reason why it got me nervous was because you didn't know when Ngannou was going to throw hands badly, right? Yes. And the fact that against Overeem, Stipe got dropped.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't take Overeem's power, how is he going to take Ngannou's power?
Well, Stipe doesn't have the greatest chin anyway. He got dropped against JDS as well.
And he also got knocked out against
Daniel Cormier. With a short right hand as well.
Yeah.
It's a bit disappointing.
Yeah. I think if Francis fights Stipe again, I do think Francis wins.
Let's see. Let's look. JDS is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. JDS has good takedown defense.
I think that's where he'll win that fight. I think he'll win that fight. JDS will win this fight by utilizing the takedown and using his jiu-jitsu against Ngannou.
I believe everyone at Ngannou's camp has been expecting that since the Stipe loss.
Yeah, I think so too. Just a quick check on the odds for the main event because that's what we're all about. Speaking of odds, we'll be releasing Yank in the Bank in the next couple of days as well.
We'll be
our good friend John
to
Orlando.
like the normal scheduling with him being interspliced with the episodes.
Yes.
Soon enough, you guys will be hearing that soon enough. And even video soon from John Orlando himself. Yes,
that's right. We're stepping up our game in 2 weeks' time. Once we've settled into the new studio, it'll be like a completely different podcast. But in terms of the odds, let me tell you, JDS is at JDS $3 is the underdog, $3.11 or $3.10 for you guys, and Francis Ngannou is the -137. Or if you want to do it American, but anyway, Francis Ngannou is the favorite at $1.37. Junior Dos Santos is the underdog at $3.11. That's a good bet, man. JDS is a good bet. But that's it, man. That's it. Anything else you want to say?
That's all, man. I'm just looking for the new studio setup.
Yeah, can't wait, man. I'm so keen. We should get into it now, but obviously we can't. We've got to wait a little bit longer, a couple more weeks' time. So really G'd for that. Thanks for all your support on Facebook. We are still trying to grow the Instagram page, so give us a follow at Across the Cage on Instagram. Keep up to date with us on Facebook as well. And that's it.
That's it.
We're done. Take care. See you later. Yalla, bye.